Alright, hello everyone, hope you're doing well. Welcome back. I said yesterday I wasn't sure when I'd be back, turns out it was just today. But yeah, I hope you've all had a good one since yesterday. Today we are seeing the second semi-final from the CxN tournament. Yesterday we saw the first one, today is the second one. And in this one we have got SPL versus OV. It should be an interesting match for sure. We got one yesterday, should be another one today. I wasn't originally going to be around today, but I had a slight change of circumstances at home, and then I completely forgot that meant I could make this stream, so happy days. Okay, let's just very quickly go over the topic again. We will start off by reminding everyone of the sponsors. $1,100 prize pool. $100 from Sahel himself, Yosef, myself, AK Baloney, Abu Salah, and Napoli. Big thanks to all of them, and then a special thanks to CxN for $500 sponsoring, which is obviously very, very nice. So yeah, very good prize pool for a 1v1 CxN tournament. Very, very good indeed. And as a reminder, whoever wins this will fight for either 500 or 300. However, whoever loses will still be able to fight for an additional $100. Prize is guaranteed for both these players of at least $100. So, yeah, kind of nice coming into the set knowing you've made it that far and may achieve that. Yeah, obviously format is 1v1, 6N, 10k, all this sort of stuff. It's actually 10.5k, map feature, for those that aren't not sure of that. Games are going to be played on Go, actually, as that was proving to be quicker. No carpet bombs for Air Force until free start. That's really it. And as a reminder, it is a best of 11 quarter and semi-final here. So there we go. This is the point where I found I didn't mute myself. I haven't. I have. It's all good. If it goes to a 5-5, then it's an air mirror to the side. Okay, so we have got over here OV versus SPL. Oh, there we go. OV previously beat Black Lotus 6-4. Before that, beat Ninja 5-1 and beat Khalid Ali 5-3. And actually beat Melio 5-2 before that. Quite a tricky, actually quite a tricky path, that. All of these players are pretty good. So yeah, not the easiest path for OV, but he has made it to the semi-finals now against SPL. SPL himself beat Boyka 6-5 the round before. SPL then beat Drunkle 5-4. He's been, again, kind of tricky. Beat Raging K 5-2. That's a horrible path, isn't it? Beat a Bod 5-0. Admittedly, that might have been easier, but still, look at these. Raging K, Drunkle, Boyka, yeah, tough, and has done very well himself to get through to this stage here. So yeah, second semi-final. Winner will play against Tumstep in the final. Loser will play Ganja in the best of, in the sort of third place playoff. Okay. All right, in game, let's actually load 0 hour, and we will also create a room. This time I will get the chat up very quickly. Multiplayer online.
Welcome to Generals Online.
View channel. You might get a bit of feedback just for a second. Okay. Should be all good now. Load the chat up. Custom match. Create game. I already had this set from earlier. Both players are there already. Just need to see Staz, I think. I'll let the players know that I've made. Alright. Pretty much bang on, only a couple of minutes late. Staz is here. SPL is here, just waiting on OV now. And then we should be diving in, hopefully. Hello, Hell from earlier. Ali May 84, welcome to you. And Bellaridge, oh my god, that's a hell of a name. Hello to you. Hello, Jacob, and hello again, Amma Yasser. Good to see you, man. Yeah, welcome, everyone. Lots and lots. Oh, so Hell is there. Excellent. Yeah, lots and lots of CxN action, which is nice. And not just any action, high quality CxN action as well, which is even better. That's what we all want to see. Okay, Ovi is here too. Let's ask the obvious question. must be done. Whatever the players prefer. I think we did Fast Armies last time. I'm not sure. Obviously, I should also mention that Staz is streaming this. Sahel, unfortunately, was not able to stream live. Yeah, Staz, also Russian-speaking streamer. So, for those of Russian descent and would prefer to hear it in your native language, do head over to Staz's channel. Hello, Boreal1, welcome to you. Nuke Air, oh, that's kind of rubbish, isn't it? Seen better first matchups, but you never know. You never know. Stranger things have happened. Alright, both players in. SPL, Nuke, OV. Maybe both players probably won't mind this. Because it kind of gets you into the set, you know, a bit less pressure. Good luck from Staz and SPL as well. I'm sure OV is saying the same as well. Speaking of, we start with OV in the top left corner in the orange. He is playing as USA Air Force General. Against him in the bottom right, it is SPL. He is playing in pink. He is playing as China Nuke General. Okay. I should make it clear, actually. Some people fussy about languages in the chat. I am happy for people to speak Arabic because I have got Jacob in the chat as an Arabic moderator. So, yeah. Have at it. Alright, so we're going to probably see an MD and then a missile defender, that is. Oh, is that a bit of lag? Ooh. There was a lag test earlier. This is looking worse than what we saw in that lag test, actually. So hopefully this can stabilize. But yeah, that's looking a little slow. Yes, a couple of MDs. One to deny this supply truck. And then he'll be building some Rangers and then otherwise be looking to build some Humvees. Will SPL save the truck, you think? Yes, he will. Okay. Looking pretty laggy, this. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully it gets better. Fast prop is the tactic here from SPL. Very risky, that. Very risky. But it is one way to win this matchup. It is a way to win this matchup. Very nice that he preserved the truck there. SPL actually has kept his general promo point. A couple of tank hunters as well, probably just to go into this bunker. And he is now capturing. Interesting that he got the capture our building upgrade before the Red Guard. I'm not sure if it actually matters so much. This here is not ideal. So how is the micro? Gonna knock out the power. It's gonna be the aim is to get a fast Humvee here. How is the micro? It's okay. Humvee stays quite alive. ECM now comes out. Ovi knows what he's up against. Obviously has both his oils as well. He's going to have to get out of there. He does know what he's up against now that he's seen that Overlord. He's actually built a firebase himself. And he's going to now repair that Humvee. What has he spent his money on is the question. I guess he's going to get another V and then an ambulance. Pretty sure SPL will have built a nuke cannon. Not a nuke cannon, sorry, an Overlord. And that'll come out in a second. Will be tricky still. Airfield being built and he has since sold the supply. Okay. The question is, will there be an ambulance here as well? And also, are these full? Many a question. One potential tactic is he could have, if he kept his supply, he could have got a combat Chinook. That could have been quite nice. Hello, B Legacy. Hello to you, man. Good to see you. Always. Okay, here comes the Overlord Gat and ECM. We'll probably think twice about headbutting this. Especially when it sees that many MDs laser locking. Sensible decision. And then, will there be King Raptors now? Is that the play? I think one thing you could do is pick off the dozers and hunt your opponent. That is actually very, very powerful. You only need one King Raptor to do it. Especially if the dozer isn't staying near the ECM. Would like to see this Chinook go on a bit of a scouting mission here, actually. That could be quite nice. Or is he going to use the Humvees? Yeah, he's going to use the Humvees as a form of... Oh, he's actually going full aggression. Okay. I don't think that was the best move there from Ovi. Because he's now given the game away that he's got King Raptors. So it's going to be that much harder to hunt SPL. Honestly, hunting is so powerful because you know you're limited then to the ground army. And you force your opponent to build a load of gats. Your Humvees can have more joy. Missed a trick there, in my opinion. Might get away with it still. This King Raptor could easily come in and pick one. May not be able to get that, though. Yeah, here we go. Has he retained... he's kept the King Raptor alive, okay. But that dozer is going to be really, really tricky to get, especially with these ECMs defending it. Yeah, look at that now. It's going to be really difficult to get that. Missed the trick. He had an opportunity to come in first time, I think, and take both when they weren't defended by an ECM. But that's okay. He's going for S&D now. And it will be a slow burner, this one. Hello, Ranger ZH. Welcome to you, man. King Raptor is going to come in. Has it realistically got a chance of getting that? I'm skeptical. I am very skeptical. The ECM spam is kind of nice. So yeah, that King Raptor not going to be as useful anymore. I think Ovi's probably just waiting for this Search and Destroy to kick in. Has built up a nice bit of cash. A potential option is to just play it out. That is a perfectly viable option for him. Got two dozers still. I assume one dozer is in the Chinook. That must be the case. Intelligence activated. No Search and Destroy just yet. So does he want to hide the fact that he's got his strategy center now? Maybe he does. Although I'm pretty sure SPL will know he's close to getting one. Because there's not too much else the air's really going to do. Yeah, there it is. Going for Colonel Burton. Okay. Is it ambitious? This now is where it could get scary for Ovi. Especially if he doesn't pay attention. He's going to drop the dozer off and he's got a Colonel Burton and a Humvee. No mines here. The nuke can going on the defensive. So the question is, where's it going to go? Is it going to come here? It's actually going to load the Humvee here. And the Colonel Burton is going to come out separately. Oh, I see. He's going to walk it through. Okay. Risky, but it might be worth the risk. He just needs to not build an outpost. And as long as he doesn't, he's in the clear. He must know because his drone is still alive. But it would be typical timing if he got an outpost now, wouldn't it? That would be unfortunate. But no, not yet. Okay. Even if he gets one oil, That would be really, really, really nice. And Tomahawk's now coming out. Okay. Making the most of that search and destroy. Actually, already taking that to half health there. Yeah, I think he might get an oil here, you know. Yeah, he will, because I think, is he distracted? I'd say he's lost that, but it's worth it. Because he's gonna get an oil. He might even get two. Ah, that's so painful, man. I think maybe just take the prop. I think he's missed an opportunity. I think he has. SPL doesn't know where to go here. He can hear it. He can't do anything about it. Just needs to stay near the oil. So now looking very good here for OV. Decides to run away with the Colonel Burton for now. And you have got a massive advantage on your opponent now, so why not? Yeah, one oil down. The tricky one, this is proof, right? Even with the nuke, the amount of things you need to think about is just crazy. I still think Ovi's missed a trick. He should have laid a remote mine and immediately suicided the Burton. That way you don't give the XP away. When the Burton inevitably dies to this. And you also would have taken the prop down with you. Yeah, missed opportunity. Because now that is dead. And he knows he's just got to go for it. But yeah, it's too late. That's a very dead Burton. XP given away. Did achieve its objective though, took an oil. So all things considered, he'll take that. Hello, Roll, by the way. Please tell SPL hi from Roll. I will try to remember that. I will try to remember that for you. Ooh, nice King Raptor coming in there. Getting a good bit of damage off on the Overlord. Good micro here. Do seem to have gotten rid of the issues we were having earlier. So that's nice. Yeah, SPL is a bit of a traditional classic player, isn't he? So it is nice to see him playing. I think the ambulance needs to get out of there, does it? Nope. Hello, Tease as well. Hello to you. That Tomahawk's just super annoying, isn't it? Super, super annoying. And that cat actually going down there from... Yeah, that's unfortunate. He's even got a backup. Yeah, it goes down. It is looking pretty desperate, isn't it, for SPL? It is looking pretty desperate. He knows he's got to just do something. He's got to try it. He has no chance, but he's going to try. ECM goes down. That'll be that. SPL will GG out for sure. He hasn't actually... There it is. He finally killed a unit. Yeah, in comes the death march. Obi knows what he needs to do to win. And that is GG. 1-0 to Obi. Good start for him. And now he's got a bit of a free hit. He's got a bit of a free hit now. Because he's expected to lose this. He is expected to lose this one. But you never know. If he pulls off a miracle imbalanced victory, he finds himself 2-0 up. Nothing to lose, as the saying goes. Okay. Just wait for the players to come in. Yeah, obviously 1-0. Let's make sure I got that right. OV1 SPL 0. Yep, lovely. SPL should full attack. Yeah, exactly. And he did do that, just maybe just did it a bit late. But then he didn't know he was going to lose his oil, so it's a tricky one. I'm just waiting on Ovi to join. We'll go into game number 2. Okay. Make sure there's no messages in there. Nope. Okay. Should have done a poll. Bit late to do that now, but yeah, could have done a poll, couldn't have I? Didn't do one yesterday either. I'm very lazy when it comes to that. It's a little tricky because I run on a single monitor setup. Still, I haven't really got the space in my room for it to have 2 monitors. It's gone straight back out again. So yeah, maybe one day if I get an enhanced setup, then maybe I can make that more like realistic and easier. One day. Ovi wishes he was infantry. Nice try. Alright, SPL is ready, Stats is ready, Ovi is ready. Game number 2 on the way. Should be a formality, but we will soon see. Alright, so we start top left with SPL. He is playing in pink, and he is playing as Air Force this time. Against him, we are with Ovi playing in the gold, this time as Nuke. Okay. Oh, I forgot to say hi to SPL. I'll do that next time, Roll, I promise, man. Especially if Ovi takes an extra minute to get in between games. I'll definitely do it. That was a little slow. Oh my god, that barracks, man. I mean, look at that. That barracks is already up. These things, like, make a difference. Like, they're tiny, but they do stack up. They really do. Because now you got to wait that bit longer to get your first unit, to get your capture building. All this stuff just stacks. And we are going to see a similar-ish build from Ovi. There's not really that much you can do. Double barracks from SPL. That seems unnecessary. I think that truck could have gone for it. You can get the crush in. And that Chinook, I think, has something in it. Has a dozer in it. It's also just trying to work out if it's got any tank hunters, which it doesn't. So yeah, just the dozer in there, I believe. Fast prop as well. Gat now coming in. SPL's going to get out of there nice and quick. Won't even take any damage. Yeah, interesting that he went double barracks. I'm not sure that's necessary. You'll get your V out a tiny bit quicker, but it will cost you that much more money to do it, like 600 more. You can get 2 missile defenders for that. So I'm unconvinced. Now the problem for Ovi here is that he's got this Humvee coming in on his base and a war factory that's very, very exposed. Ooh, that Gat's come out at a good time though. He does get some decent damage off here. Oh, he's pulled the red guard. Oh, ouch. He's pulled the red guard. He wasn't meant to. He wasn't meant to pull them. Another Humvee's coming in now. This is really going to be tough. Briefly got the Horde bonus on the tank hunters. SPL being very cheeky there and picking off a tank hunter. Horde bonus will be lost as a result of that. Still there for now. Now it goes away. Okay. Red Guard finally capturing these oils. Yeah, that was pretty sore for him there. This has been a very slow oil capture. 2 minutes 45 and he's only got the oils now. Part of that is because of the barracks and part of that is because he pulled his Red Guard in when he didn't want to. SPL, meanwhile, looking pretty chill at his base. Yeah, Ovi actually had to cancel the prop. He's going to just completely switch it up now as a result. I think, though, he's made a mistake. He hasn't got the Red Guard training. He hasn't spent that general point. If you're going to... This is a problem. So if you're going to like pivot to this, you need to get the red guard training. And that's something that he has forgotten. Hello, Apex, by the way. My nickname, hello to you. So yeah, this is at least harder for SPL to push now. Interesting that he's going to drop a second firebase. Yeah. Slowly chip away at the red guard. That one somehow surviving. They're very persistent. They do tank a lot of damage, these things. There are quite a few gats. It's a bit of a confused strategy from over here. On the 1 minute he's getting a bunker, and the next minute he's yeah, building a load of gats. He's building a prop. Can't really make his mind up. What he doesn't know is that SPL's gone double firebase here, so that if he knew that, he could drop prop down at this point, because the S&D isn't going to come anytime soon. Then you just need an ECM. The damage is done. Lol. Oh, roll. At least I thought about it. Okay, that is just going to be annoying. It's empty, I think. Yep, dozer. That is an empty Chinook, and we can select it by going over it. Which I'm pretty sure is still a thing in Generals Online. Ooh. Yeah, part of the problem for Ovi is he's got no idea what his opponent's doing. He doesn't know, for example, if he's going to build an airfield. Ooh. Oh, whoa. He's very cheaply just lost a full V. What is he doing? What is SPL doing? Oh, no, I missed it. I missed it. Oh, that's so annoying. I mean, in my defense, you look away because you don't expect that type of thing to happen. But what do I know? So, yeah, SPL very, very cheaply giving a Humvee a full... Pretty sure it would have been full. Definitely a blunder. Prop is up as well now. Is that the type of thing that OV needed to get back in this game? I think so. CIA intelligence, the intelligence from here comes into play. So he now knows what he's up against. Outpost also being built. I don't know, maybe that's anti-Colonel Burton. He has learned from the previous game. Doesn't want to make the same mistake. What does SPL want to do here? Interesting to see both players taking it slow. No real rush. You know, really, the two Humvees and the ambulance can be done quick enough so that you just blitz your opponent. There's nothing they can do about it. Unless they happen to spam a load of tank hunters, and then they actually can do something about it. Artillery training. Whoa, okay. That is something you don't see very often. So he's going for artillery training, and he's going to build a nuke cannon that is going to come out Vet 1. Oh, he's going for the economy approach here, and he already has supply lines. Okay. That's quite nice. So yeah, this nuke cannon's going to be Vet 1. I don't know how valuable that is. Most people agree that this is a pretty rubbish gen promo. Partly because it just gives more XP away, which is true. It does. It does. And he's building another power to obviously service the supplies. That's good. Yeah, that's empty. Only that one's got men in it. Yeah, the trouble for Ovi is, like, what he doesn't know is he could take every unit, maybe bar one or two ECM, one or two GATs and an ECM, and just hover here with his nuke cannon, because there's no airfield. The opponent only has one filled Humvee. They can't really engage it. So a nuke cannon coming out now and a bit of aggression would be quite nice. S&D. Or, yeah, this is what I mean, perhaps. This is the type of thing he doesn't know. Like, he's clever, Ovi. He knows exactly how the game works. It's good psychological warfare. I really like this. Oh, roll, you meant the damage from... Oh, I see. Right, okay. Yeah, fair. Is it, though? Is it? Yeah, here we go. Here comes the great gamble. Where is that nuke cannon? There it is. There is the nuke cannon. Whoa, he's just cancelled something. I don't know what. Probably, judging by the size of it, was another... Okay, there's the S&D. He has given the game away. But he doesn't know that's coming, because he's already used the intelligence. Very interesting timing to reveal the S&D, that. And spL has to be very, very careful. He has to be very, very careful. He's in a little bit of bother here. Okay, Tomahawk is... Yeah, that's what he did. He cancelled that to get the Tomahawk out. Okay. ECN does its work for now. Gat gets a little close. Will go down. Unfortunate. Okay, good force fire that time. Actually going to sell the firebase. Won't get it in time, though. And because of the promotion, the firebase, second one goes down too. I think this army could go in, you know. I think it can go in. Yeah, he knows it. He knows it can. Maybe, I don't know. Actually, this is suddenly not looking like a good idea, is it? Yeah, that was a bit of an overextension. He's going to get a dozer, though. Okay, he gets a dozer. But, yeah. In the end, ignore what Anti-Pro says. It was an overextension, for sure. So difficult to win this. Just a few extra missile defenders doing the damage. And we know, obviously, that with this supply drop zone, that gives more cash per minute. And Ovi is not going to be building hackers here. He is just spending every penny he has on units, which is the right choice when you nuke. You can't go long game against Air Force. And that outpost gets spotted. He actually has chain guns, though. It's kind of nice. Ooh. Those are... Okay. Could just stay moving, keep the ECMs moving. That could work, but he needs to micro these ECMs better. Yeah, not the best micro there. And still keeps a Tomahawk. How long does Ovi go for here? Ooh, that dozer needs to go and repair itself. Yep, it will now. Might not survive, though. Doesn't survive, yeah, goes down. And there's just very little you can do against that Tomahawk. The downsides of going late game against an Air Force, search and destroy Tomahawks are super difficult to deal with. And once again, you ask the question, how long does Ovi want to go for? Ooh. Maybe an evac out of here could be nice. Take everything you got and just push forward. Oh, bad timing. Oh, it's really, really bad timing. He's just lost 4 tank hunters for no reason. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. And that tank hunter is left to die as well. That Humvee is going to go down, though. If he actually targets it. Not the best ECM micro. I think Ovi knows that it's over now. No pun intended at all. Oh dear. Yeah, no, this is no hope against this. You can literally, yeah, spL can just brute force it now. He doesn't need to hang about. Just go deal with it. Tiny bit of micro and you're done. There you go. GG. That is 1 apiece. Free hit. But very, very difficult to win there. Especially against someone like SPL. Okay. That is 1 for SPL as well. There you go, Roll. I remember this time. I got you back. Hello, Roll, back to you. There you go. Just waiting on Ovi. And then we'll get the armies for the next game. Seems like the lag seems to have largely fixed itself, which is good. Was looking concerning for a minute, but yeah, seems to have fixed itself, which is nice. Okay. Slow in between games. Slow. We like nice, quick joining, quick games. Don't want to be waiting around. I get on edge. This is a best of 11. It's a long way to go. Stad's just going red briefly there on the connection. Sure, that will fix itself. Me and SPL looking fine though. Jitter. It's kind of a cool, cool term. I don't know really what any of that stuff means. I'm not even entirely sure what the red and green mean. Ovi does have this weird tendency to come back in and go again. Anyway, doesn't matter. Everyone's green. That's nice. Let's get some armies. Okay, Inf Super. Not as imbalanced. Not as imbalanced as the last game, but still tricky. Certainly, it is tricky for the SWG here. But let's see what can be done. Hello, Henk, by the way. Yeah, Inf Super. Not easy. The Super Weapon General definitely has more of a chance, though, than the Nuke did in the last game. There's no doubt about that. But it is not easy. SPL taking his position, of course. Alright, just waiting on stats. Oops. Okay. I accidentally clicked that. I thought clicking there was safe. Apparently not. Ah! He said wait, but I don't know why. He'll quit if needed, I'm sure. Seems okay. Okay, seems okay. Alright, anyway. Top left, we have got SPL playing in pink as infantry. And then on the bottom right, we have got OV playing in purple as SWG. Purple v pink, not the best colour clash. But is what it is. I'm sure it's... again, the colour sort of clash doesn't matter as much when you're playing these CxN games, at least. Drone looks to be nicely placed. It sees an airfield building. So then, what do you go for if you're OV? I think personally, I like an EMP Patriot place here, and then you just build a load of Rangers and flashbangs. That's a really nice way to counter the airfield. Instead, we're going to see him load up a dozer and just try and be annoying. Not entirely sure how annoying he can be, though, really. Taking a few hits on that Chinook unnecessarily, but pulls out. SPL pulls the truck away. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this. He knows an airfield's coming. He's gone for a Humvee, okay. Well, if that Humvee gets there quick, which is probably going to be, he could laser lock the licks, but... Or he could take the dozers. He could potentially hunt him. So yeah, actually, this is quite nice. One dozer will definitely die. But yeah, what does spL do here? He has to be super, super careful. Like, really, really careful. And this is just buying, it's just buying him time. So he's got the Toby upgrade in now. See what I mean? Oh, that's annoying. Okay, he's just going to gun the barracks down. Nothing wrong with that. And more Humvees at the background, I'm sure. Another Lick's being loaded up. Couldn't quite get the barracks, though. Does he have flashbangs? No. EMP Patriot being built. Sells the barracks, yep. Good decision. I think he could slowly chip away at the power here. That'd be quite nice. Got 3 Vs out. Yeah, I'm not convinced that... I think SPL's got a chance here. I do think he has a chance. He does need to come on the left side because this right side is fully covered. Or he could just headbutt the EMP Patriot. Is he going to just... Oh, that's super annoying. Ah, that's so annoying. He has to reload them now. Oh, wow. Actually, the Humvees could just come in and pick these off. Quite easily. Misses the opportunity to do so. Alright. Now that Chinook needs to make a run for it. Will survive. Does have a dozer in it. Does he have flashbangs? No. This is what I mean. Like, you let the blob into your base now. And he sells the EMP Patriot. Knows he doesn't need it anymore. But will he get the flashbangs out in time? It will really, really hurt if he doesn't. Nah, he's not going to, is he? No. Ouch. Oh, he engages. Very nice ambulance crushing. Okay, that actually in the end was fairly nicely dealt with by Ovi. Still keeps 3 Vs. Loses 3, but I'd say overall that was worth it. SPL is continuing to load the Lixes up. Still think Ovi missed a trick earlier, though. Dozer is here. Supply is not sold, just to give him the option. Has that bunker got anything in it, is the question. Yes, it does. Might lose a V. Does lose a V. That was not the best micro there. And he's now going to actually rebuild that EMP Patriot. Yeah, I think a second run will probably kill over here. Has he played this optimally? I'm not sure. He kind of missed a trick or two. SPL was giving him a time, though. Can that licks? Can that licks? Can they get in? Can they drop? SPL was being coy, to say the least. Okay, in comes Licks. Nope, bottles it. That's fair. It's an interesting one. Actually going to see a pivot to the War Factory now from SPL. He sells the supply as soon as he's done that. Yeah, there's enough Lixes. Hang on a minute. Wait. He didn't lose a Lix, did he? Oh my god. Ooh, he picks a Dozer off. Okay. Oh, he's lost that one. Nice, Oh, there's the other one, okay. Okay, Lix does take good damage. War Factory will get destroyed here. Nice pick off for SPL, that. And these Rangers now, they might not actually. No, they won't. SPL, sorry, Ovi's just got the one. I'm pretty sure he's got a Dozer in there still. Needs to probably evac it ASAP, doesn't he? Is he going to go for it? He needs to be decisive here, Ovi. At some point, you got to be decisive. You can't linger. That's the last building, so if that goes down, you're in real trouble. Actually, I think he's realised it. Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah. Just a little too slow. But, I mean, yeah, realistically, he was going to lose that anyway. It's tough for the SWG here. It is tough. But SPL does take a 2-1 lead as a result. Let's give him that too. I'll be right back. 1 minute. I need the loot quickly, so stand by. Back in a minute. Okay. All ready. Let's just make absolutely sure that both players are. Good. Alright, we're back in. Anti more than Excel. Definitely not in terms of playing zero hour, that's for sure. But thank you. Alright, we start with SPL in the bottom right then. Here's in the pink. He's playing as Super Weapon General this time. Up against him, OV in the green, playing as Infantry. Green being pink, that's much, much nicer. Much easier to see. Can't nuke, so I've just realised that's from the last game, isn't it? Sorry, Jacob, not ignoring you. Never would do that, I promise. Alright, what will Ovi go for here? I can get going for the airfield, gives you the option to pivot to MiGs as well. But actually, he's going to go for a War Factory. Very deep EMP Patriot there. Oh, airfield as well. Okay. Oh, I see. No, look at that. The War Factory is a decoy. SPL wasn't falling for it. Which one does he decide to keep? That's the real question. He's definitely built the war factory then. Sales supplies. He's actually going to keep both. And is this... Whoa, he's just sold the airfield. Did he mean to do that? And he's just sold the barracks. What the hell? Okay. Oh, I see. Hang on. It is just a very, very fast troop crawler. Okay. Flashbangs have just come out though. I mean, and look at this from SPL. This is a no oil grab build, right? This is really all in stuff here. And at this point, you got to build. You probably want to sell the war factory and build a barracks and just get a few more units out. Yeah. Ovi has tried something different. I don't think it's going to work for him. He's a bit stuffed, if you ask me. Because what our 10 minigun is really going to do? Like, really, I think this is a bit of a confused build, this. It's got to X these out. It's actually got another troop crawler, but is it a bit slow? If you ask me, it is. Yeah, he knows it's GG. Yeah, it's really good response from SPL. And Ovi just, yeah, he overcomplicated it. And that is a 3-1 lead. See what I mean? Can be done. Can be won. And maybe Ovi just doesn't like that matchup. Maybe that is the case. Wouldn't mind seeing a GLA mirror of sorts at this point, you know. That'd be kind of nice to see. I don't think we saw one yesterday, and I do like seeing them in these CxN battles. Yay, much quicker now. Everything seems to be flowing smoothly. Just waiting on Staz, and then we can get some armies. Yeah, I hope for some sort of GLA mirror. That'd be good to see. Hello, Scuba again. I know, yeah, tell me, but laser in. Oh my god, it's basically the same matchup. Yeah, don't get used to it, guys. Streaming, what, 3 or 4 days in a row, and then I won't stream for a month. That's very typical of me. It's just indicative of how my life rolls. All over the show. All over the show. Alright, so that's kind of bad news if you're Ovi seeing that matchup. Because you've pretty much just played it. Although it is much easier to play as the laser. So much so that I'd say laser's favoured here. Whereas before, not the case. Ovi definitely made a mess of that last one. There's no doubt about it. He knows he made a mess of it as well. So let's see how we can fix that this time. We start top left. We start with SPL. He's in the pink. He's playing as USA Laser General. In the bottom right, it is Ovi playing in the blue as China Infantry. Yeah, 3 days running. That doesn't happen very often. It is nice. It's nice to be able to do this. It has coincided with a slightly quieter spell at work. I'd say in normal circumstances it would be difficult to do it just because of work alone. But yeah, that's just been like a bit more normal the last few days. No immediate deadlines for me personally, so I'm able to do a little bit more on the streaming front. Yeah, it's going to be an airfield this time, sure. Don't muck about with that. Just do it. Just do an airfield. He's doing the same thing again. What did he cock up last time? Like, I'm not a fan. Just commit. Do one or the other. He literally built an airfield and sold it. I think it was an accident. And Ranger's saying, yeah, what was he doing? What was he doing? It was very confusing. So SPL's potentially... Oh, okay, he has just spotted it. But is that going to get in? It might. That might get in. Yeah, I think it is going to get in. If he turns now... Ah, he's just turned a bit too late. Might have got an MD for his troubles. Misses out. Airfield is built. Outpost is built. Okay, does take the drone with it. But is he actually going to capture his oil this time? He's surely not going to do what he did last time. I'd be staggered. Yeah, he's got oil. He's going for it this time. Alright. Okay. You can't not get your oil. I mean, very rarely. Very, very rare would you not get your oil. There are situations. Playing infantry versus USA of sorts is not one of them. Flashbangs are already out. Yeah, SPL's got this matchup pretty dialed, hasn't he? He knows what he's doing. Expect him to see... expect to build Tovies next would be the cool, I'd say. That laser turret's going to get up just in time as well. There is, in all likelihood, going to be a Lix behind this, and that Chinook's going to spot that, I suspect. Lix will come out. Should load these up nice and quick. Ooh. 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 1v does go down. Does lose the infantry in the outpost. But yeah, that does go down. And here comes the Lix. And this V needs to get into position very, very quickly. And there's no Tovies out. Chinook will go down. Is SPL actually going to get caught out here? I reckon he is. And that hasn't got many MDs in it. He has to target, he has to target, he has to target. He hasn't targeted very well. Drop him, drop him, drop him, drop him. My God, drop it. OV, drop it. Ah, OV. What have you done? You got greedy. Oh, OV got greedy. Oh, if they had dropped that, it was probably over. It was probably over. Yeah. But with that, goes his chances, I think. Tovies are out now as well. Perhaps he could try and float about. He still might make SPL think that he's got... yeah, this is the thing. Ooh, that Humvee needs to be careful, though. Both players trying to bait each other at this point. Okay, empty outposts will go down here. I think he just has to engage this ranger. Yep, like that. Exactly. And all the tank hunters survive. Does take a bit of hit on some of them. Ovi's still in it. Very much still in this. I think SPL is aware there's another Lix. Yeah, he's very aware. That is in trouble. Whoa. Don't lose your Lix again, man. Don't lose it. He's going to lose it. Yeah, he's going to lose it. Ah, it's so painful. Yeah, sad smile. Oh, dear. It's rough. It is rough. Unlucky it is. That's 2 times that's happened now. But does he get... Is he been a bit greedy? I think so. I think he has been. Hello, Sam. Hello, Stella, by the way. And Adam Z Lol 9, well played. Give me 1 second, actually. Let me... I need to... I've got a warning on my headphones, so I need to get it on charge. So 2 seconds. Okay. Right, to answer your question, where do I work? I work in London for an insurance company. It's not very exciting. Or is it very exciting? Depends on what you're into, I guess. OV is going to lay a prop down. But I think there's too many Humvees out now. And too much time's elapsed. I think SPL's probably saving up for his search and destroy now. So this is going to be... probably going to struggle to do anything with this. Yeah, Ovi was close on this game. Much, much closer. He very nearly pulled it off, but losing that Licks just before it dropped, and then that Licks as well, losing that just before it dropped. All very, very painful. Okay, so he's going to get the Horde bonus in play, but it didn't actually work. They weren't Horde bonus when they went back in. ECM is now out. And is he going to just try and brute force the front door, per se? S&D now being established as well. A couple more Rangers built. Yeah, tough. I think the opportunity's passed over here, unfortunately. He is still trying, but what are you going to do against this precious little, I'm afraid? A miracle you'd need. That's funny. Funny, Sam. I think begging to co-cast is probably an exaggeration.
Search and destroy.
Alright, S&D kicked in just in time for the army. Now lays a barracks down. What could potentially be nice, you know, is a Lotus. Use the Super Lotus to disable with ease, and then you could brute force the this laser turret because the V's can't get close. So yeah, maybe that's one option. Hard to tell if that's what's been built. I was looking at this figure by mistake. Yeah, let's see if a Lotus comes out. That could be good. Has got subliminal messaging, things we like to see. Do we have... Oh, you can't actually tell if he's got supply lines or not. Yeah, Lotus, there it is. Oh, that might have been the case. I guess that's fair. Yeah, that's probably fair, Apex. It's about the only thing that makes it... I mean, look, at the end of the day, that's what everyone should be working for, right? Army deciding to go home. And there's a hacker out. Okay. Well, long game infantry does win. So maybe that's a decent pivot. And this could go on a while, actually, now. This could be a long one. This could be a long one. Because I think Ovi's basically just suddenly decided, you know what? Sod it. I'm not going to be aggressive. I'm not going to win by doing that. Which he'd be right to think, by the way. Okay, he has got supply lines. We do know that now because you can click on that and see it. There we go. Yeah, pivot. It's a pivot. Is gonna, in all likelihood, fill that bunker up. And he's just gonna start spamming out the hackers. Alright. Well, I might as well prep my dinner when this is going on and leave this here. I'm just kidding. But yeah, we will be here a short while. It's going to be tricky to keep you all entertained now. Unless SPL is the one that decides to pivot into the aggression, which I doubt. Ovi will get a slight bit of warning because of the Super Lotus being a scout. Let's answer this quickly. There we go. SPL is just chilling. Doesn't know what he's up against yet. Because the intelligence has got used. So we won't know for a short while that this is the pivot from Ovi. He could assume, and may by now well have assumed. But yeah, he hasn't got a command center. He lost his Chinook. So he's waiting on that to get any form of scanning in. But I think he should have assumed by now what's going on. I think he should have assumed it. It's the right call from Ovi to pivot into this. No question in my mind about that. Because if you have one versus the other... I think the one thing I would say, though, is it does get tricky for the... in the late game. Well, the one thing that helps SPL is the Pathfinders when it gets 3-star. But it does have worse, like, oil killing capabilities. Like a carpet, or at least the artillery can just come in here and just be devastating. Imagine like a triple artillery here. You take that, and you take the oil. Although we won't be getting a triple artillery anytime soon. We are going to see an Inferno cannon build up. Now that he's got a few hackers out. Nice building of this bunker here to protect these. That's nice to see. We are going to need to see one more Inferno cannon in order to get the Firestorm. Does continue to build a few hackers as well. What's he got? 7. So the income... Interestingly, the income is better for SPL. Is that really the power of one supply drop zone? That can't be right, can it? That can't be right. There's no way... Yeah, that... Oh, I see, it's not right. It's because the... It's the idiosyncratic nature, isn't it? Ooh. The Avenger's gone Wookiees. Needs to be careful. Here comes some sudden action here. Whoa, SPL has dived very, very deep. Wow, okay. What was that? What was that? Did the Lotus... No, the Lotus is still there as well. Has SPL just thrown this game? He might well have done. That needs to be evacuated. Doesn't get evacuated. One Inferno goes down. And actually now Ovi very sensibly pulling back. Yeah, the cash per minute obviously went shot up and then down again. Because this comes every 2 minutes. It does have 2 of them now. Humvee. Ambitious again. Very nice use of the Lotus. Very nicely done. Do you know what would be nice at this point? Is MiGs. I think MiGs could be very, very powerful. Yeah, I think that's the play, isn't it? That is the play. It will take a short while to get the money for it, but that's probably a good idea. This army definitely did its damage. I think SPL got a little bit rattled there. Still continuing to build supply drop zones behind this. Not convinced that's the right play, though. And Ovi does want to try and harass a little bit more here. Think if the Lotus comes here and disables as soon as a Humvee comes in. And then you use the Inferno as bait. And then pull back. That can work. Are we going to see an airfield rebuild yet? No. It's actually another Inferno cannon. Okay. Does he keep the ECM alive? It's going to be close. So close, he keeps it all alive. Very nice. Nice pullback by Ovi there. Airfield now being constructed. MiGs would be very, very nice here. But you need to get Black Napalm. Do you know, a Licks actually could also work. Come in, kill that, kill an oil. That could be nice. Another engagement coming in. Lotus does go down this time. This was a worse engagement, actually, for Ovi, wasn't it? That was a worse engage. And that was better for SPL. What is he going to build with that airfield is the question. There's still, is he going to know that that stopped hacking? Yeah, he has noticed, okay. Sells the supply now that he's got his airfield back. XP for Ovi's quite good. He's actually getting close to that level 3, isn't he? And he's... is that the right call? I think that's an error. He's purchased nuke cannons. My problem there is that then he can't get double artillery, and then you can't kill stuff. That's a missed opportunity. I mean, the one thing I would say is that he won't be able to see any of this because he's not been anywhere near the base, so he would just be shooting in the dark, wouldn't he? And that is an internet center. Yeah, what are we at now? 17 minutes, and I don't see this game ending anytime soon. There was a point where a bad engage here for either player could have stopped it, but nope. Both took a bit of damage, both decided to retreat, and the game's going to go on and on and on. Apex says good first car recommendations. Not much point me telling you, really, because it varies depending on the country you're in. So the drone gets taken out. That means that OV knows that SPL's got his command center back. That's information. That's something. That's helpful. So yeah, good first car recommendation. Do you know what I would say, actually? Buy something older and cheaper. I mean, I know that Netherlands has some disgusting taxes for cars, right? And it probably is painful for, like, older cars. But if there is one that, like, you know, works on paper, then get something a bit older. And the reason I say that is because they're, the depreciation's less. You know, they're better for the environment in the sense that you're using an older car. All that sort of stuff. And also, they're just nicer to drive. You don't want any... all these, like, newer, more modern cars, they're crap. Because, like, electronic driver aids. And it's just, you're not actually driving, really. Like, who's driving the car? The car or you? So, yeah, I'm a bit more old school there. Not, like, old school. Like, a car from, like, the mid-2010s. Like early to mid 2010s, perfectly fine. So it strikes a nice balance, if you ask me. Ovi's on edge here. Has built this airfield and hasn't actually done anything with it. CC being rebuilt now. Whoa, he's diving in. Nuke cannon not doing too great there, actually. Can the Inferno cannons do better? Yeah, it looks like they can. But once again, not the best engagement there. And Ovi pulls back. SPL trying to come in. XP level 2 now. Slowly working his way to level 3. Still needs a couple of Humvee kills for that. And the cash per minute is probably fairly similar. What we got? 1, 2, 3, 5 of them versus... actually, no. SPL's a bit ahead, isn't he? 9 hackers versus 5. Yeah, he's actually quite a bit ahead. Economically, quite a bit ahead here. But he still has to be super careful against this. Really has to be. Apex says he won't know there's hackers there. But if you've got intelligence... and you curse, you know, you go over this, you'll hear it hacking, won't you? So of course he'll know. What are you talking about? I thought you had knowledge of this game. Like, what are you on about? You know, 2 MiGs right now could be quite nice. If he had Black Napalm. Whoa. Right, this is definitely going to be 3-star if he kills enough Humvees. Yeah, there it is. There's rank 3. That was not good for SPL, although he did get a bit of XP himself. Carpet bomb is the choice, is it? Is the carpet the right call? Maybe. Actually, if you disable the Humvee, probably is. This is a scary moment for SPL. Lost a lot of army there. Yeah, in comes the carpet. Where is he going to use it? He needs to disable the Humvee again. Yeah, there it is. And he gets a Humvee, does he? No, he misses it. Nearly gets his drop zone. Actually, that laser turret survived. But look at this from SPL now. Can the nuke cannon get a shot off here? It's being a bit slow. It is being a bit slow. But goodish micro. That nuke cannon doesn't want to fire, does it? Goes down as a result. Lotus being brave. Lotus going in. Not really any form of protection, so that will get some work done, won't she? And what can SPL do now? Other than hope to get to 3-star. That could work. Yeah, 3-star could save SPL here, but it isn't. He's still a little bit off. Lotus can't really decide what to do either, can she? Has SPL lost this game? It looks like he might have done. Particle is going to... Yeah, there's level 3 now. Hara drop 1 and A10 1. Wow. Is the A10 for the Lotus? It might be. Oh, it's actually for the Lotus. Oh, wow. Minigunners go down. I think it's still going to be tough, that. And there's no Pathfinders yet. RT Barrage 1 is going to get called in. That will probably be... I don't know where that will be. But either way, I think, yeah, nice save from Ovi this game. Pivoted, and it was a wise move. Nice RT on the barracks. No, that's actually quite nice. Lotus continuing to be annoying as well. Yeah, this game's over. Very well played by Ovi. Is SPL going to be kicking himself? Yes. GG. He probably is. Well. Yeah, did you expect that after about 5 minutes or so? Probably not, but it just goes to show the infantry can do some work in the mid to late game against the USA. Really can. Normally, in a typical 1v1, like with the normal maps, it's the other way around, and the USA's wreck infantry at that stage of the game. But in CxNs, that's not the case. That isn't the case. As we just saw there. Old BMW 3 Series out of 9. Yeah, they're really, really nice, but I bet they're, like, that would cost so much money to tax in the UK, like, because of the CO2 emissions. I don't know how it works in you know, the Netherlands, admittedly. Don't you have, like, higher tax in your fuel or something? To be honest with you, you just tax everything. You're horrible. The older cars usually actually a bit more benefits, unless they're... Yeah, because the diesels are really bad. He's wondering if that was a power drop misclick. Possibly. I don't think it mattered by then. 2010, 2011. Do you know what I'd say about those 2010, 2011 1 Series Apex? Is that they're hideously unreliable cars. I actually know 3 people, one of them being my own girlfriend, who the head gasket went. And I mean, like, I've known several of them to go. So I would actually steer very, very clear, if I were you, of the 116. If you want to know what I've got right now, and admittedly this might not be great because it's a diesel for you, but I've got a 2-litre TDI Seat Leon from 2011. But it's the, like, higher power version. I obviously did have that nice Mercedes before, which I only had for a couple of years. I got rid of it because I was never going to keep it forever. Hello, Woa, by the way. He is in on the car chat. Nice game. Yeah, it was good. We actually got to see the reverse now of that as well. Let's just check that I gave Ovi as 2. Yep, I did. BOB from SPL, no problem. So yeah, that's one thing. Steer clear of the 116, definitely. Because I know them to be unreliable. I just know so many people go for it. Yeah, anyway, that I can say. Obviously, I've got... I'm quite happy with my car. In the UK, because it's based on CO2 emissions only, you've got like the annual tax and you've got the tax and the fuel, right? So what they do in the UK is the diesel's a bit more expensive now than petrol because it has more tax, and the reason for that is because the tax, like the road tax, is based purely on CO2 emissions, not NO2 emissions. So diesel, they spit out less CO2, and as a result, they're cheaper to tax on an annual basis. But then you have to pay a bit more on the road for them. But they're more economical, so yeah, ups and downs on them. Sorry, I love that I'm giving, whilst I'm waiting, I'm just giving a full-on assessment of UK car tax. It's a bit ridiculous. No one wants to hear that. Anyway, long story short, the car that I have is very, it's efficient, cheap to run in every sense, and actually pretty quick. Zedit Scuba says, pretty sure 1999 would be exempted during the lower tax bands. Do you know that's not the case, actually? So the whole like tax exempt thing, the car has to be, and I know this because my mate has got one. It's like, it's still quite old for tax exemption. They have to be 35 years old, not 25, which is what a lot of people thought. They have to be 35 years old for that. The cheaper insurance kicks in maybe after 25 years, but I'm not sure on that. But yeah, to be a classic car in the UK and tax exempt, they have to be at least 35 years old. So 1999 obviously wouldn't quite be covered by that yet. And so the tax is then based on CO2 emissions, and obviously because the CO2 emissions are high, yeah, it's pretty grim. So a 1999 BMW would probably cost 400 a year, maybe 500 a year to tax now. That's quite a lot. Honestly, you've obviously been out the UK for quite a long time, but the UK government take the piss. Of course they do. When it comes to CO2 emissions, like all the bandings are considerably different from like when we started driving. So yeah, it's more painful now. All right, just waiting on Ovi to come back, and then we will see game number 6. Pressure a little bit on SPL now, and Ovi, what will he do here? Because I think actually when SPL played the infantry last time, I think he actually got away with it a little bit. I think Ovi let him off the hook. So it'll be interesting to see if he can do better here and bring it back 4-4. Notwithstanding the fact that SPL did the double in the last Inf USA, and then if Ovi does it this time, that'd be quite nice actually. Alright. As soon as he's back, we're good to go. I must admit, I am getting hungry. And my dinner is... I still need to cook it. I've got myself steak tonight as well. And the steak's quick to cook. The sweet potato wedgies that go with it, less so. So I'm going to have to time it, aren't I? I'm going to have to just whack them in the oven before the set's over. Genuinely. We'll cook up a bit of asparagus with it as well. Good dinner, good dinner. Come on, Ovi, I'm hungry. Let's do it. 325 or 330, but they'd be way too pricey for a first car. Yeah, in fairness, that is fair. Weirdly, for some reason, Corollas are always quite expensive in the UK, but I don't know why. Vauxhall Astra or similar though, Corsa, all those sort of things, you can't go wrong. You're quite right. You are right. For first cars, definitely. Yeah, it looks like Ovi might be back now. Just make sure he SPL's ready. All right, in we go. Game number 6 is now here. By the way, Adam, are you actually like, where are you right now? You're obviously not in Australia. So where in Europe are you? Anyway, back to the games. Top left, we have got Ovi playing in the Cyan as Laser. I'm not going to twist my camera because it's a nightmare trying to get it back to the same angle. Bottom right, we have got SPL playing in pink as China Infantry General. Will he go for licks again? We shall see. I'm going to guess he will. Double barracks. Yeah, that makes me think he will. That makes me think he will. Yeah. And he doesn't care about hiding it, does he? Some people you'll see, like, they'll try and tuck their airfield away in the corner because they know there's a drone. But no, not SPL. He ain't mucking about. He is telling his opponent, I am going for a licks. Is that? Ooh. It is. He hasn't got the mines out yet. Oh, wow. Well, that's horrific. But then this isn't good either. Oh dear, oh dear. Both players kind of doing damage on each other then. This minigunner is notoriously difficult to, yeah. So at this point, the more damage he can do, the better. Oh, he's lost the Rangers. Oh, no. What turned into a good start has suddenly turned into a less good start. And he's just lost the other Ranger. Oh, Ovi. What have you done? What have you done? We've got to laser lock. It is a painful laser lock miss, that. That really is. Because now this licks is going to cause some real problems. There's no way he's queued Tovies. No way. And if he has, okay, if he has, he saved himself, but I don't know. I think he's screwed the pooch. He's messed up. He's got an MD, 2 MDs, but really, he can just unload. He's actually not even going to do that. Oh, he's got the Tovies out now, though. He needs to engage. Very coy here from Ovi. Oh no, he's done it. This has just been a disaster, isn't it? Yeah, GG. He accepts his fate. It has been well played, SPL. He knows it's not over, right? Hope he knows that. It's a best of 11. He should probably be reminded of that. We will check that in a second. But yeah, that is a 4-2 lead then for SPL. Now I pray that we don't see that matchup ever again, or at least not anytime soon. Portugal, nice, very, very, very nice. Patres Bologna, hello to you. Is that just inspired from AKA? Auntie, do you remember the 3 kilogram of prawns in Malaga? Yeah, do you know, I do actually. And it's weird you should say that, because I was watching a video, like a food video, and it was showing prawns, and it actually made me think of that. And then I thought, were you like taking out all of the what is it? Like the, not the anal tracts, the, what's, you know, that bit of like string that's basically the whole gut of the prawn. Like obviously you were doing that, weren't you? Hello, madam, by the way, who says UK insurance tax. Yeah, that sucks. All tax sucks, but that is a pretty shit one. I working for an insurance company. Actually, to be fair, that tax doesn't apply to us. It's only for general insurance, though. But it sucks. Yeah, those prawns were great. And like you say, most people were hungover, so we just ended up having an absolute feast of prawns. And they were good. They were good. Yeah, Portugal sounds very nice. Woa says medium rare, I hope. Yes, it will be medium rare. It's a ribeye, which you can get away with cooking a little bit more, but yeah, I'll have it medium rare, for sure. And indeed, nice and healthy, we do try to be. We do try. Not always successful, but yeah, this today's been a good day for it. Okay. Just wait for Ovi to go random. I want to see my GLA mirror. That's what I would like to see. But I think I'm going to be disappointed. Super demo. Alright, I can work with this. USA GLA works. I can work with that for sure. Hank's suggesting that Nerves might be getting to OV. Maybe. Because I don't think he's playing quite as flawlessly as he did against Ninja that day. However, I still think he's... Yeah, I don't think he's that far off his best. Just a couple of it. Although I don't think he'd make some of the mistakes he's made. I don't reckon he makes. It was Demo Super, but I don't know who was who. That's funny. Let's just say it again in case they didn't see that. I'm sure they know. I'm sure they know. Big AKA undercover, maybe. I can't imagine, though, that he'd have said about Carwell. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. It's fun talking about other stuff, isn't it? Whilst whilst just seeing some CxN matches. That is like an upside of the CxN games. When you get these pauses in between, just chat random crap. Yes, no, not the Netherlands when it comes to income tax or tax in general. It is bad. It's probably worse in the UK actually. I'm not entirely sure how, but. It might well be. Anyway, start at the bottom right. We've got OV playing in blue. He is playing as GLA Demolition General. Top left, we've got SPL. He's already sold a CC, so I can't tell you, but he is in pink, and he's playing as Super Weapon General. It's actually quite nice that you've just got the armies given to you here now. This, yeah, this is super neat. Like, it's just great. One of the many good things about Generals Online is just that, among many other things. So that's a good one. Okay, EMP Patriot and a Fast Ranger out, which I do like because that should help deny that. So I'm already liking the build here from SPL. Who does enjoy a double barracks, doesn't he? Does enjoy a good double barracks build. So is Ovi looking to go full aggression here? It looks like he will. Ooh. Okay, yeah. That trick of trying to kill that won't work, of course. Dozer has to be careful. Nice reaction here as well from Ovi. Is SPL going to lose out? I'm pretty sure he is. Yep, he does. Tried to drop it last minute, failed. And yeah, I'd say overall not a bad start here for Ovi at all. We'll get his oils in now. Tiny bit slower than an SPL, but considering that's what the dozer drop did achieve, it just slowed him down because it meant he had to retreat into the tunnel. Test works. Oh, hello. If that is you, Patrick. Hey, hey. It's still annoying The fact that you've got the grease holiday and I can't make it this year is so irritating. It actually really is irritating. Alright, this is a little bit ambitious. He knows it and pulls back straight away. I think if you're Ovi, maybe playing this out late is the, well... The trouble is against an SWG. Though actually... He's sold the supply, so he's miles away from getting Auroras, right? So if he does go for a Palace, it wouldn't be a bad idea. Would not be bad at all. Yeah, cancels that. It's got quads. Nah. I mean, he must know what he's up against here. He can see what the situation is. So I'm not liking the reaction so far of Ovi. I think at this point, yeah, it looks like he is saving up for the Palace in fairness to him. Should see 3 super weapon turrets, which should also tell him he can't afford much else. So a Palace would be the good and correct and proper reaction here. Oh wow, he's actually built it. Sorry, missed that. And Scud launchers, yeah. Okay. And these turrets are useless against the Scud launcher missiles, actually. They can't hit it in time. SPL won't necessarily know that that's what's being built. Couple of rebels just to distract the fire, maybe. Nice to see. Cancel something else there. Was that a tunnel, maybe? And that tentacle has terrorists in. Going for another tunnel now, which I like. Yeah, this is the thing. SPL was a mile away. So actually, Ovi is reacting correctly here to what he's saying. Because SPL was a long way off alphas. And that is really the one threat to this tactic. Actually gone Tovies as well. That's a weird choice from SPL. You know. And as soon as that's built, we will be getting Scud launchers that are very difficult to stop. Unless, of course, he gets an Avenger out. But then you get the Jarman out, and then you get the whole fight. So that's the money, 2,075. Will it drop down to 75? Or is he going for this search and destroy now? Palace is up. Will have already built a Scud launcher. So yeah, I'm expecting the strategy center to be deployed any second now. Yeah, there it is. And I'm expecting a Scud launcher in a minute too. Here it comes. Yep, there we go. Lovely. Now we get to see some fun micro with that. Contracting inside. Oh, you're inside R35. Oh no. That does suck. Yeah, you definitely want to be outside. That is unfortunate. But it's so rare now. So rare to get one contracting inside. Yeah, you see what I mean? These, they just can't hit. Jarman Kell is now out as well. Okay. Ooh, takes a risk there. Yeah, goes back. But gets himself a Humvee in the process. Scud launcher goes down. Got a little greedy there, didn't he? He loses 2 quads for it as a result. Mind you. Okay, maybe not 2 quads, maybe just the 1. S&D now in play. Tomahawks would be a nice response. And buggies. No, I'm not sure about that. Avenger now out. Still a very, very long way away from getting alphas. Must be said. But yeah, I could probably just leave my screen in this exact position for quite a while now. What are we at? 4-2. Yeah. Oh, that stake is a while off, isn't it? It is a while off. Though, SPL's looking good value here. We can catch up with the land. That is very, very true. That is very true, because I am 1,000,000% going to that this time. That buggy isn't much good. Bit of a waste of time, actually, without a market, which he doesn't have. Oh, demo bike's a bad idea. Well, how are they going to penetrate? Yeah, he knows it's coming. Doesn't stop it from hitting, though. Another Avenger out now. Jarman Kell should be sniping at least one here. Does. Demo upgrade expensive and demo... Yeah, but the main reason is they just wouldn't do anything. You've got to get the demo upgrade because the demo bikes are useless without it. And it becomes just one big micro competition. Who can do better? That is nice that he actually got a hit off there. But this is kind of annoying when this happens. Could potentially snipe there and use the Jarman to snipe. Is that the game plan? Yes. But it was a little slow. Oh, that's so annoying, isn't it? Can't do anything about it. He will lose that scud. Yep. Unlucky. Very unlucky. Is he going for a black market yet? Doesn't look like it. At this point, I think SPL can purely invest, and he just needs a few infantry. Just slowly work your way to alphas, right? I think that should be the game plan. The alternative is... Nah, he can't do that, can he? Connor Burton's out the question. But that is a very annoying feature as well, these, them hitting. So he has to redeploy that every time. Oh, he loses that. Okay. Small wins, small wins. Ooh. If he targets to the right, he could get a nice hit off here. Oh, nearly gets it. That is close. We'll get this Avenger back, though. Yeah, nearly hit then. That could have been pretty nice. Gets a bit of damage off on the units. Ambulance will heal them up. Still not much behind this from SPL. He's just investing in the army for now. Yep. The one thing you'd say from over here, he isn't really syncing up the scuds very, very nicely, is he? With these. Yeah. Withdraws. I still want to see a market at some point. As I say that, he builds it. Couldn't quite tell if it was fake or not, admittedly, but it looks like it's building fairly quickly, so I'm going to guess it is fake. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Mass scuds could be the answer. Because you can eventually overpower. Here we go then. Yeah, this is what I mean. Take the gamble. In you go. Keeps them all alive. Can he get one? Oh, he gets it! He gets a big, big hit. That is a big hit. Almost impossible to get outside. Yeah, it is. Unless they're like really small companies, right? Or something like that. And I like the idea of, yeah, I like that idea. Invest in a trip to Greece instead. Why not? Okay, first market. That probably has been upgraded now. We'll see that come through in the cash per minute shortly, I'm sure. Oh, wow, that could be big. Actually, SPL just choosing to just back off altogether. Yeah, it does get a bit devastating, this, after a short while. That is going to be one of these EMP Patriots. Almost certainly dead. Okay, maybe not. I'll take it back. Will cost 5k to get an Alpha up. Yeah, but can you imagine how useless... like, this would be if you had the ability to build Alphas. Gee, these Tomahawks have become pretty useless now as well. Wants to go for that one by the looks of it. Ooh, does get 2 though. We'll lose an EMP Patriot in the process. But yeah, 2 scuds taken, that's quite nice. Trying to fight fire with the artillery. Nice dodge. Nice dodge with the technical there. Avenger goes down, but there's no follow-up. So a bit of a waste in the end there, really. Stinger's starting to do less. Yeah, this is actually coming through now. Okay, that Scud Tack can take a hit. Is it going to get the Dozer? Yeah, it does get it. Oh. 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 SPL has hunted himself. And that is the demo upgrade I've just noticed as well. Right, so. Pretty big, that. Really big. Because that's definitely no alphas. I'm pretty sure, in fact, Ovi must know, right? That he's hunted. Like, he must know. I hear demo bikes as well. That might be a bit... I'll take it back. I was about to say that's ambitious, but clearly not. That worked out really well. The tunnels are getting picked off here, but... suddenly doesn't really matter as much, does it? Oh my god. SPL, he micros well. Okay. Yeah, the Tomahawks are putting some good work in. What is that? Oh, that's from earlier, isn't it? Of course it is. Okay, nice use of the buggy. Stinger will go down. SPL has to back off there. An angry mob could be kind of nice at this point. But, or just more buggies. There's a Colonel Burton out as well. And where are the workers healing these tunnels? One might ask. Whoa. Okay, that's nice. And it's a bit of a YOLO, this. From, whoa, it doesn't go down. It is a bit of a YOLO, isn't it? Colonel Burton's definitely going to die. Rank 3 as a chief. So that's Pathfinders then, at least. He can build some Pathfinders. Did Ovi need to do that? Not really. And those demo bikes just didn't do anything. I figured he should have gone for the Tomahawks at least. One demo bike on there and you take all 3 out. That's a missed opportunity. Yeah, Pathfinder's out now as well. It's not impossible for him to win. I think at this point, because he doesn't know about the Pathfinders, obviously, but his best option now would just be to go in and just detonate itself. But yeah, he missed that opportunity because there's now spy drones. I think if SPL wins this game, it'll be a travesty if you're Ovi. I think that's the only word for it, really. He hasn't given away that he's got Pathfinders yet. Has he? He has now. Yeah, he knows it now. Is the palace at least filled? Hopefully. But suddenly, SPL, despite being hunted, might be in this game. Whoa, they need to be careful though. How has Ovi got himself in this position? He might be kicking himself. Okay, nice. Ooh, does take a V, okay. Every little helps and all that. His XP, I've just realised, he's very, very close to 3-star. Demo Rebel Ambush could be huge. That actually could work. A Demo Rebel Ambush could work, but he needs a CC and he's quite a bit off that. What will he spend the general points on? He has to do something about this. I think if a demo bike stole in here right now, you could at least take these two out. Close game, this one. Hello, Carnage. Man, what is Ovi doing? Losses. He pretty much has, hasn't he? Pretty much has. There is exactly the bike I was... But SPL's ready for it, isn't he? Yeah, he's ready for it. Jarman Kell doing something a bit odd there. Worker goes down. Oh, man. It is sad to see, because SPL's on it. And the Palace goes down. GG calls it. Yeah, he's lost it. He's lost it. He has let SPL off the hook massively. That all came down to that engagement that he didn't need to take. A little bit of impatience. And just like that, he's lost it. Yeah. 0 hour at its brutal finest, that. I'm afraid. And SPL is match point. He is a win away from a showdown with Tumstep in the final. Still, GG well played. 5-2. Just remind them that it's best of 11. Better to be safe and all that. So yeah, Ovi has to win 4 in a row. That's the optics here. Simple as that. Can he pull off a miraculous comeback? It is going to be very, very tough. But not impossible. I mean, Boyka did it to me. So, but then me versus Boyka is slightly different to Ovi SPL. Anyway, speaking of, we've got Ovi in the top left. He's playing in blue as Super Weapon General. Up against him in the bottom right, we've got the demo of SPL in pink. There's a Champions League on tonight, isn't there? Ooh, that's going to be good. Watch Liverpool get absolutely battered by PSG. That could be nice. Because it's the only thing making me feel better about being an Arsenal fan is seeing other teams fail. Because, God, Arsenal suck. This I like. Oh, he's not going to do what I thought he was going to do. It's just a very fast War Factory barracks. Fine. No forward terrorist here from SPL. So that... I think that needs to go for this worker. I think you need to ignore that worker and you need to go for this worker, yep. And that Dozer can come into. Exactly. That's how it should be done. That is how the cookie rumbles. That's dead. And he denies that. See, it isn't difficult, 0 hour. It is not difficult. Okay, capture buildings in. Opportunity to pick off a couple of RPGs there. Not taken by the Humvee. I think that's a mistake. And he probably is going to get the tunnel up now. Ooh, spL gets away with it. Gets away with it. Okay. But I think he's done enough. There is going to be a TT coming in. And it's a big TT as well. So yeah, here comes just TT Haven, basically. And the EMP Patriot has to do a good job of targeting these. It has to be that one. Yeah, he knows. He knows which one it is. But that isn't going to stop him from killing it. Yeah. The Rangers, though, will clear this up. Ah, there's more technicals, though. And if there's even one terrorist in here, it might be over. Yeah. Ouch. Still has a dozer. Still has a dozer. Pretty sure there's a dozer in there. Is that the power? No, not quite. Doesn't quite get the power. Nice aggression from spL here. Really, really nice. And he can pretty much just keep this up at this point, I think. That is an empty technical. Yeah, okay. Quite a few Humvees out. He needs to react to that. Don't lose your dozer, whatever you do. Oh, he nearly gets it. That was close. Wow. Wow. Okay. Does take its scaffold out, though. That's a nice win for spL, that. But for now, OV lives. Very, very tense stuff. On Amazon, just wait to kick off. Yeah, I forget that it's on Amazon, actually. Which is nice, because I don't have to use, well, you know, any other means. Hello, Serial, by the way. Let's hope, man. Why would you hope that Liverpool gets through? Why would anyone want that? They're crap. These Humvees being a bit brave. Oh, I suppose with a Hellfire drone can be done. Yeah, maybe a bit bold. Very low odds. Very low odds indeed, I agree. Assuming you're referring to Liverpool, though. Think he can just dive in on this now, no? Because the technicals are quite far away. Yep. It's slow. But it does eventually do it. Quite a few technicals there, and there is finally some RPGs to deal with that. Are we going to see continued aggression from spL? Looks like it. Doesn't plan on letting off, does he? I think OV needs to get himself at least one more EMP Patriot to be secure here. And he would have to get the capture upgrade as well. No, not the capture upgrade, sorry, the power upgrade. I really hope for his sake he doesn't forget that. Because that's caught me out way too many times than I dare to admit. Yeah, that's quite a lot of technicals, though. Terrorists Don't know if they're meant to be left behind or not, but they have been. Has Ovi got the upgrade? Nope. Does SPL know it? Doesn't appear to, does it? Oh, he does now. Oh, Ovi. Are you going to lose it on that? Need to kill a terrorist. Oh my god. Oh dear. Oh man. That is surely over now. It has to be. That has to be over. SPL probably knows it. I could see it coming as well. That's what makes it painful. The things you forget under pressure. You'd be amazed. You would be amazed. And the long road to recovery begins. But I think this is probably a bit of a stretch. Now, I think. SPL is miles ahead on the XP. He's just miles ahead. Picks off a ranger. Why not? Okay, that's potentially not a bad pivot. Switching to them. That actually could work, you know. That is his one chance. But he needs to do it fairly quickly. But that could work. It's a lot of technicals, but it could work. Even without an ambulance. Although an ambulance would have helped. Yeah, he does have the 4 Humvees, so it just gives him that little bit of a chance, doesn't it? Pick off what you can pick off. Yeah, exactly. Oh, wow. Don't know about this, SPL. Don't know about this. I think SPL might have thrown it based on this alone. Yeah, this is going to be a throw from SPL. I'm pretty convinced of it. Because he's not got anything now. And these are pretty filled. Yeah, cells. Oh, SPL, have you just thrown the game, mate? I think he has. I think he has. Incredibly, we've just seen back-to-back throws, haven't we? Absolutely unbelievable. I can't believe what I'm seeing. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. SPL has thrown it. Even if a German comes out now, it's too late. Does he sell it in time? Nope. The German does come out now, okay. But that palace is empty. He's going to kill an oil. Yeah, I think kill the barracks first, then kill an oil. Rank 3 is now in. I don't agree with killing the palace. I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it. Don't. Oh, mate. Just kill an oil. Or get a Pathfinder. Just get a Pathfinder. Oh my god, he's getting an airfield. What the hell? Just get a Pathfinder, surely. Spectre. Okay, he's getting a Spectre as well. Fair enough. So is that going to be a CC instead? Yeah, it is. Alright. This is quite incredible what's happened, really, isn't it? I mean, how? What has he done? SPL was so far ahead. And just like Ovi, the game before, he's just decided to throw his lead away. Completely unnecessarily. Right, Pathfinder is now out. So Jarman Kell, if he comes out, is effectively useless. Tough game, says Serial, but he hasn't... That's what he said just before the throw. There's actually 2 Chinooks out here. That's kind of nice for the scouting. Would be quite something, wouldn't it, if Ovi somehow comes back to win this. These CxN games swing up quickly. Yes, they do. Spectre is going to come in any second. Yep, there we go. That's going to be on the supply and on the oil, I think. Should be able to take both out. Does the worker go... Does the oil go down? It doesn't. That wasn't a very good Spectre, because that shouldn't have happened. No way. Yeah. That should not have happened. At all. Well, Ovi still has a pretty clear lead. There's no doubt about it, but less of a lead than what he had. He's going to go for the Alpha option. I think that's sensible. Because the V's, he's got what he needs. Ground army-wise, he's got what he needs. He can definitely deny that arms dealer. That can just come in there and hit there. No doubt. Oh, and the Pathfinder giveaway, yeah. Cancels it. That's a good outcome. The trouble for SPL is he can't really build it anywhere, can he? Is at risk of getting worker hunted as well. Needs to be careful there. I think that's why he's tucking this worker away. Yeah. Doesn't want to get worker hunted. Actually, I think that was just to heal it on that occasion. But yeah, the only downside to this is when the Spectre inevitably comes back, it could get some really nice damage done. Search and destroy then. And I think at this point he could probably get rid of the supply drop zone and get a little bit of extra money. 1 alpha wins him the game. And by the time that search and these strategy center builds, he'll be close to affording it, I think. Yeah, what a turnaround. What a turnaround. SPL with the throw this time. Hello, Targaryen. Might be a bit of a... might be a bit extreme to say that, but it's certainly painful, shall we say. That is fair. Okay, 3 V's here still. Yeah, but it's gonna pretty much be 2k, isn't it, by the time he hits that? 1825, 2025, he can afford an alpha now. Chinook has to make a run for it. I think if you have your first alpha, and he's definitely built one, you come here and you knock that out. You take both the barracks and the tunnel with you. This tunnel, therefore, becomes completely useless, because if you tuck your units away in it, you lose everything. So yeah, SPL now with a bit of a... yeah, a bit of a tough one for him. Very, very little he can do. These buggies are going to help. Here's the first alpha. Oh my god, the Spectre's ready already. Do you know what would be nice if he alphaed one and Spectred the other? That could be quite cool. Yeah. Oh, he still doesn't get it though. I think it's because he's running it off the edge of the map. He needs to just build it here and point it down, then it will shoot constantly. I'm pretty sure that's the reason why that's failing. Okay, at this point, Ovi is going to rebuild his EMP Patriot, which is a wise move. Alpha is now out ready to target something again. Is he just going to go for these buggies? Yeah, he is. Ouch. GGA knows it. He knows he can't fight that. And somehow Ovi's still in this set. I'm not sure how, but he is. It's quite something. Quite something. Let's get him a 3. 5-3. Still has to win 3 in a row. But yeah, somehow still in it. He should have killed the left oil with the V's when... yeah, exactly, he should have done. Just would have made it that much quicker. Then place a scaffold to clear the dead oil, and then he could drive. That's a good point, actually. He could have done that. which you're completely allowed to do as well. He could have done that even quicker if he had obviously got one Pathfinder and just put it in a Chinook and dropped it off as well, because the Jarvan Kell was the only thing going for him. Anyway, we have now seen... What do we want to see now? Any sort of mirror, I guess. Ideally a China or GLA mirror of some sort. Maybe like a nuke mirror. A nuke mirror would be really nice to see. Nuke mirror would be good. Once Ovi's ready, of course. Come on, want my steak. There we go. I want good 0 hour action, but I also want steak. So I'm a little bit conflicted. Tank demo. Alright. That could be good. Tank demo can work. Couple of ways to play this one. From both perspectives. Whoever gets through here is losing to some 6-6 in the final. And I enjoy watching Ganja. Yeah, Ganja was very good. He is very clearly experienced at playing CxN. The main gun, smaller one, doesn't fire when the spectral goes off him up. Exactly, which is why it wasn't killing the oil. And he did the same mistake twice. Which is surprising, because he should have known, really. He's been playing enough CxN to know that. Yeah, strange one. I do agree that Tumstep would likely eat either of these two in the final, judging by what we've seen this evening. I have seen Ovi play much, much better, though, than this, and I reckon SPL's played better, too. But what you won't get against SPL, against Tumstep, sorry, is him making silly mistakes that throw him the game. It just won't happen. Those are the sort of things you get from a master. Oh, brief dropout from Staz. Hopefully he'll be back in a second. Okay, Obi's back. Oh, sorry, Staz is back even. Just need to see a couple of blue bars and we'll be good to go. Got a black dot. God knows what. God knows what that means. Something bad, probably. It actually means connecting. Oh, God. Maybe I should open him or something. Right. Must be his end. It'd be terrible timing, wouldn't it? Right, I'll be back 30 seconds. I'm going to turn my oven on. Okay, back. Yeah, just waiting on Ovi. Probably a minor connection issue. Considering he's based in Palestine, connection's been pretty good. Special build order for China via GLA on this map. I remember you playing in like one of the original. Do you remember that tournament that Boyka hosted ages ago? I want to say it was that one, that tournament. And I remember you doing some pretty wild build orders, which I wasn't ready for. And actually, I think I played against you. I think I lost to you, and it threw me off for sure. Power plant dual supply. Oh, dual supply and rush with the first 2 trucks and Dozer. Make barracks oil cap then airfield get yeah. That is clever because I'd only use 1 terrorist, right? Most people would only use one terrorist, so if you had that, that would be pretty devastating. I think that would work especially well against the demo. Still would be effective against any GLA. Terrorists would be the answer though, right? That would be the counter. Although if your opponent sold you your supply and you worker hunted them, then yeah, it would be instant GG. You wouldn't even need the Gatliks, would you? Alright, Ovi has been gone a short while now. Hopefully he's back soon. So I'm very, very hungry. Oh, I'm getting hungrier by the minute. Come on, you can make it. I have faith. Currently offline, right? I think. Yeah, there he is. Oh, I imagine what's happened. That's probably what's happened. So yeah, we'll be a couple of minutes here. Whilst we're waiting for him to get back. And I can think more about how hungry I am. Wonder if PSG are beating Liverpool already. No, they're not. But Barcelona are winning away to Atletico Madrid, and they were losing 2-0 from the first leg. That'll be a good game, actually. They're both good games to watch. PSG is probably the worst game out of those two, but at Liverpool, I guess you never know what can happen. You never know. Oof. I'm just trying to keep an eye on Discord as well. Make sure Ovi isn't going to suddenly tell us something from there. Oh no, hang on. That would be a real shame. That would be a real shame, what I've just read. That's so unfortunate. Yeah, that's a real shame. Connection issues, Ovi's end. Ah, man. Chat in Discord. Alright, let's do that. It looks like this is going to have to conclude another day. Probably unstreamed. That is very unfortunate. Ovi was trying to, give the set, but SPL said we can just finish another day, no problem. Oh, that's very unfortunate. The only upside from a personal standpoint is I get to eat. But yeah, I'm going to write this quickly. To be concluded. I very much doubt I'll be around to conclude that from a streaming perspective, but I'm hoping both players might be able to like meet up tomorrow and just finish it or something. That's very unlucky. I think probably just got to a point where I think this is why Ovi needs to play at a certain time, because this happens. But yeah, sadly, gonna have to call it there, guys. I'm gonna go off and cook my dinner. Unfortunate, because we might have seen a potential comeback there, especially in tank demo. That can go both ways. But yeah, apologies, guys. What can we do, I suppose? But for now, GG's well played. Hope you enjoyed what games we did see. I will inform on the channel. If I don't stream the remainder, then I'll inform. What I'll probably end up doing is maybe replay casting the remaining games. Or at the very minimum, I'll post about it. But yeah, GG's. And yeah, hopefully I'll be streaming in the not too distant future. Until then, though, guys, GG's and see you.